So today we're having a look at the SJ4K camera, action camera by SJ and this camera is a very budget-friendly camera. I'm going to get into all the pros and cons about this camera, but first I want to give you guys a quick unboxing. Anyway, let's get into it. Let me do the unboxing and then tell you guys, show you guys some footage and some photos and tell you what I think about this camera from SJ, the SJ4K. Overall, a nice looking little camera. Very easy. Micro SD card goes in here. You got a USB cable there. I believe you can use this as a dash cam or a webcam. And it also has, one of the things that was interesting about this camera is that it had a motion detection mode, which most action cameras don't have that. So anyway, we'll take a deep dive into this thing in a little bit. Here's all the accessories that it comes with. There's the one battery. These are all accessory mounting devices. Here's the card. It does come with a 32 gig card and it has a battery charger. I think it has two batteries, so one may be in the camera. We'll find out. Some stickers, lens cleaning cloth, and an instruction manual, user's manual. So let me go ahead and get this these batteries charged up. I'll get this out of the case and get the battery that's inside of it out. Okay, and this is 4K 30. WDR is off. This camera does seem to have problems exposing properly. It looks underexposed on the ground. At least on the screen, the small screen, it does. So that's 4K 30. We'll also try the 2.7K. Okay, 2.7K, 30 frames per second. Here's a little test with the camera as a webcam. Yes, this camera also can be a webcam. Just plug it in with the included cord into your computer and you'll have two choices: to view the files that are on the camera or to be a PC camera. And this is the footage at 1080p, 30 frames per second, and this is the audio from the camera. On the screen, it looks pretty good. Okay, so I have the motion detect on. I don't know if it turned on or not, but it was supposed to go on. And should be on because I'm here, and this is, but I'm going to put these peanuts out and see how the motion detect feature works. Now, one thing I will say about this little action camera is it's very reminiscent of cameras that I got like 5 years ago. It's got that little door battery. The door for the battery, kind of you move this lever and it just falls out. So that's one negative, you know, that could get easily lost. The battery will still stay in there, but that could get easily lost. The other thing is it does come with this beautiful waterproof case, but there is no way to hold this camera outside of that waterproof case. I was lucky enough to have one from another camera that I had that fits onto this and allows you to attach it to a tripod. So that's a big minus in my view. I think they should have at least included that. I know this is a very budget camera, but if the only way you could use it is in the, you know, if you don't have another thing that can hold it, then the only thing you're left with is this to mount on anything, and then you have no audio. So I do think that they should have put in some kind of little holder, but that was a negative. The battery door was a negative, and I don't believe that the 4K or this 2.7K was any better than the 1080p footage, in my opinion. So I would just use this camera in 1080p, and for the price, in my opinion, because it does so much, you know, it does the webcam. It did very nicely as a webcam, I thought, and it did pretty decent as a dash cam. So that was good. The stabilization, I think the stabilization was so poor that it's not even hardly worth having on. So I wouldn't count on it for any stabilization. This action cam is almost better as a webcam, dash cam, security cam than it is as an action cam. That said, I do think, you know, if you're okay with the image quality and you're okay, you're not going to need a lot of stabilization in your footage, then I think this could be a good cam. If you like some of those other features like the motion detect, I mean, you could potentially run this thing without a battery in it, plugged in with the cord that they supply you, and use it as like a security cam. It has a loop feature, I believe, and yeah, so it has, you know, those are the good points and the bad points. Basically, I think this camera would be good for a beginner, a younger person, or a beginner, or someone who likes some of the other features that this camera has to offer, and anybody who thinks the footage looks good enough for their purposes at this price, because this is, you know, one of the lowest prices that you can get. You know, this is basically near, I guess you can get lower priced action cams, but they won't give you as many features as this. I would say if you want to go up in quality from this, you're going to probably need to get up into the almost double the price of this, and then you can start getting some really decent quality, big, you know, entry level action cameras. But for the price, this is a very basic, you know, budget-friendly option. So that's my thoughts on this camera, the SJ4K by SJ Cam. And I hope the review was helpful. I will have an affiliate link in the description in case you want to pick one of these up. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.